Okay, quick edit. New video. Okay, now we're gonna move on to what's in this box. We don't know what's in this box, right? Don't let that last video fool you. We don't know what's in here yet. Well, I kind of know what's in here. It's a case. I just don't know which one. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, this is not the right case. This is a Buell case. This is not a blast. This has 2 cylinders. It's got 4 studs on one side. I'm kind of dicking around between Buell's and Sportster cases to see what the differences are. Even though Harley made everything, and they are different. Buell like going fast, Harley didn't. That's the difference. Buell's a racer. He likes speed. But he's a road racer, so he likes going in circles and turn. Me, I like going straight, fast. Don't worry about stopping and turning later. Okay, that's got 2 cylinders on it, so it's going to be Buell something. I don't know if it's a 1200 or a 900. It's actually a 998, it's not a 1000 motor. So xb9 is a 1000cc motor basically, and the 12 is a 1200 motor. That one's pretty straightforward. So there's a number over here. I'm sure that means something to somebody. 02A, that means if it's an 02 and up. These are XB motors because that's what I bought. So they use a roller bearing like a twin cam instead of a Timken like a Sportster would do. But on that, they're very, very similar motors. Transmissions, I don't know if they're the same or not. That is all unknown. The motor mounts are obviously different. They don't have a big mount in front. So they are different. There's nothing else in the box. Nope, bubble wrap is not a good thing to wrap cases in because there's too many sharp surfaces that pop the bubbles. It means they don't do anything. But they did get here, so I guess they did something. Okay, there's the other side of the case. So we got piston squirters. Now Harley didn't go to piston squirter until 04. The 03, the 90 to 03 5-speed Evo Sportster did not have piston squirters. This one does. The XB motor and Buell motor is kind of a cross between a new Sportster and the old Sportster motor. Oh, they got a reed valve in there. Look at that. It's fancy. So that's a pressure relief valve in there. That's what that is. That's different. So, has the oil filter down here instead of out the front. A little more convenient. It's got a more solid rigid mount in the back here instead of a stupid ass, big ass rubber donut. And it's got more of a solid mount here and down here in the front too. Now, as far as I know, this is the same as the blast, but I'll find out because I got a blast motor here. Now this still uses the roller bearing over here on this side, the needle bearing style, like they do on a Sportster. And unlike the 5-speed Sportster, the lifter blocks are going straight up and down, they're not angled, so this is like the late bike is. So, like I said, this came out on the Buell first, and then Harley went to it on the regular Sportster in 04. Buell did it, obviously in 02 in this case. Okay, so, and it takes the same cam cover as the blast, except it's missing 2 cams. So it has a different looking cam cover than a traditional Sportster motor. So these cams will still fit in here. So if you want to run a 1-cylinder motor on your Buell, your big bike Buell, you can do it. So, boom, fits right on there because it's all the same stuff. So there we go. So that gives me a backup motor for my single, because I got 2 cylinders worth of stuff in here. So there you go. Like I said, this has a swing arm mount back in here, which is pretty solid. I'm not sure if they rubber mounted that at all back there. I think the swing arm bolt's solid, and the rubber mount comes off of here. They have a big mount that comes off here to the frame. So the swing arm is attached solid to the case. And this motor that's just bad casting. So that's blown up. What's going on here? I don't think so. So the lift ribbons are coming straight up and down, so it'll work on my airplane motor, which is over there. They have a rubber donut down here, and then this here has just a heim joint that goes across here to give you side support, keep the alignment in there. Alright, so that's how that is. So what I got this for is, I have this little motor over here I want to build. Right there. Now this is the Sportster motor over here. See, it has a big rubber donut down there. Here's the traditional looking cam cover. Looks like a big snout on it. Instead of being the abbreviated snout like this one is. It has the same lifter block design. And this one had some kind of big donut bushing thing back here instead of having a real mount on it. So this is a lot more secure and it handles a lot better. Has the same bearing, it looks like. Now this was a 08, 06, 06 and newer case. They got piston squirters, does not have the reed valve in it. So they don't care about pressurizing their case. See, they just have a hole right there. So they don't care about actually keeping the pressure differentials in there. The filter did not come off here, it came off the front over here, on the front of the case. And obviously the transmission is similar but different, but looks like it's about a 1/2 inch offset off of that, and looks like about the same deal. Transmission is probably all the same, would be my guess. Let me guess. Oil pump's the same, so lifters are all the same. Same. So the difference between early and late rubber mount Sportster is that the late one has a plastic piece of crap retention device under here like an M8 does it. So M8 copied this. And this motor has Allen bolts across with pins that engage the lifter here, so it's a direct off the steel pin. This is coming off a piece of plastic that pops in there and does 2 at once. So this is a lot weaker but cheaper. This is better. And the early Sportster, which is your 04 and 5, they had the bolts up in here, did the same as the Buell, just like that motor. So they changed this in 6 or 7, they changed it. So I found that out. Other than that, I think the case are the same between early and late. I haven't really seen how much more I can tell. I don't actually have an earlier case to put it side by side, but I think that's the difference on those. And that has a roller bearing in it. I don't have a left case, so I don't know what the other side looks like on that motor. So I'm not sure how much different the cranks are on these things between a Buell and a Sporty. But this has the inline push lifters that I want. Looks like the bores end right here. This is all undercut through here. The bore is way at the bottom down there where it's smooth. See, it's dark, it's smooth. Up here at the top, it's just undercut. And this motor here, that's where they got those retention things are in there in that part of the block, that open area. They take the same lifter. So, Buell is just a little bit more designed than a regular traditional Harley motor. And the big thing is this motor has a crank-fired ignition like a twin cam. There's a sensor. The flywheels are notched. They don't have a traditional ignition in these things. You got to have a computer, so it's going to basically leans toward fuel injection. Versus Buell had a timing cup with ignition, just like a real Harley motor. That goes all the way back to your shovelhead motor. We had a cone that went off of here. Have it up there. The cone covers over here. this box? Nothing. So, see, this takes the same timing cup in here as what this motor does. Because Buell had performance stuff. They didn't let all that computer crap come off the flywheel. So, this allows me to put a late motor into an early bike and use an early ignition. So when I'm dicking around my airplane stuff, I can do my custom ignition real easy instead of some stupid crank triggered thing that who knows how to use it. So, and this also has a timing mark on it like a earlier 5-speed Sportster, 03 and earlier. So they had a line on the side of the flywheel. So anyway, a lot of differences, but a lot of same, a lot different. You can see where they do a mix and match between Big Twin and Sportsters on some of the stuff they designed. So there you go. That's what the traditional Sportster looks like. Yeah. So there you go. All right, let's see what we got in the other box.